One of the biggest traffic jams ever occurred last Saturday, when every road leading to Silverstone, Northamptonshire, was packed nose to tail for 30 miles. Eventually, 150,000 got in, including Peter Watson, who is going to tell us about the event of the day.
Yes, but I only just got in, tired and anxious, but not more anxious than competitor Prince Bongse, who abandoned his own transport, walked ahead and managed a last-minute lift to the course. Here is motor racing history being made. The European Grand Prix, the first ever at Silverstone, honoured by the presence of the King and Queen and Princess Margaret, were greeted by the President and officers of the International Racing Authority and the Royal Automobile Club, and to whom are presented race officials and the cream of the world's drivers, including John Cobb, the fastest man on land. There are British and French and Italian and Swiss and Argentine drivers here. Yes, and Siamese too. Vera has beaten the traffic jam. And as soon as the royal party has arrived at their own special grandstand, rich in blue and gold hangings, a traffic jam on the grandest and noisiest scale will be lining up and ready to tear away on the first Royal Grand Prix d'Europe. Here's the circuit, one of the fastest in Europe. Just under 3 miles per lap, 4 corners and 1 bend right hand, 3 curves left hand, and all to be respected. 21 cars are now ready to lap this 70 times. They're lined up at the start, that's the bottom straight on the left there, in 6 rows. The starter's flag is raised, and they're away. .210 miles to go, and the Alfa Romeo 158 showing from the very beginning that they have the legs. Heavy curve and is line ahead for the Alfas of Fangio, Farina, Fagioli and Parnell. And so it stays, lap after lap, while Vera's Maserati leads a howling pack behind. The record crowds are settled down for a 2-hour runaway by the Alfas, and it's an enormous pity that at this first of royal races there's no real opposition, and that Britain's present weakness is so shown up. In cars, I mean, not drivers. Fangio, the meteoric Argentine, among the 4 leading Alfas round Beckett's. They're all running like clockwork, occasionally changing places, but just a conquering convoy. But Vera in 21 is to be out of luck today. Fuel trouble is waiting for his Maserati. And here is Vera packing up, the most bitterly frustrating moment for any driver. Diagnosis possible, but that won't help now. Lap speeds are higher than ever for Silverstone, the leaders clocking steadily between 91 and 92, the remainder in the upper 80s. But there's no question of the Alfa procession, and to match their fine cars, fine organisation at their pits. Barely half a minute for refueling, then a restart by the electric starter, and away again, with minutes to spare. The Alfas all refuel within 3 laps of each other, and apart from Fangio's broken oil pipe, which puts him out later on, that's all they stop for. Nearing the finish now, and Farina in number 2 Alfa, he's on his final lap, and his touring posture shows just how easy it all is. No, it's 1, 2, 3, Farina, Fagioli, Parnell, 3 victorious Alfa Romeos who take the Grand Prix d'Europe, 210 miles at over 90 miles an hour. Il Dottore Giuseppe Farina, designer, engineer, and perhaps the fastest driver in Europe. But he finds this a much greater ordeal.
The Grand Prix of Europe. Sono felice di essere tornato all'Alfa e di riprendere con questo auspicio le corse del 1950.